We're going to take this rope and we're going to get it started. On the back side of the knot is where we're going to attach the ring, which is where we're going to want to have the center point. That's in order to maximize the length of the Kevlar. It's not that cheap, so we really don't want to have to be cutting off excess amounts because we have different lengths where we finish it off. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to get it started. We're going to wrap it around one time. And again, what we're doing is we're trying to make sure that the center of the rope is in the back side of the knot. We're going to go ahead and grab our other length of rope. This is the second piece. We're going to slide it underneath both these. And again, trying to make sure that center length of rope is going to match up nice and tightly when we tie it down with the center of this. So we're going to make sure the center of the second length of rope sits right there. So what we have, it looks like this. We're going to then grab the, let me hold that down with my finger, upper right hand stride. Go ahead and grab the upper right hand rope. We're going to slide it across over this rope and underneath this rope. Then we're going to grab this rope, slide it across over the top of this and under this. And this is what we have. Again, as we start to take our fingers out and tighten this down, we want to make sure that these two centers stay as closely aligned as possible. Don't tighten it down too far. I want to get to this point to see what we have to do with our ring. Since this is for fire snakes, and this is going to be the top of the circular stitch, we need to make sure that we loop in the ring around this end. That way, as we continue the knot, we have something steel to be able to attach to our ball chain. And there we go. So this is the start of our circle stitch. We can see that we have the lengths, the center lengths right at the top, and we have our ring attached, and it's through two sides, and this will make a nice good point to be able to attach our, let's see, we'll probably use a quick link to the size 20 ball chain adapter to our ball chain. So we'll go ahead and continue on with the circle stitch. Alright, so we've got our basic knot, and we're going to go ahead and start the circle stitch. How this is going to work is we're going to take the upper right hand stitch and we're going to bring it across and diagonally opposite the bottom stitch, and do likewise. So we're creating these two in opposite directions. Then we're going to take this upper left hand stitch, we're going to bring it opposite and diagonal over the first and under the second, just like that. And then we'll do the opposite with the bottom, going over this stitch and under this stitch. Now what's important is that since we're fire dancers and we're using Kevlar, we want to make this nice and tight. So you're going to have to work with this after every single time to make sure that you get a really nice tight knot. And the reason for that is we really want this Kevlar to last. And the only way to make it last is to either extinguish it early before it starts to burn the wick, after it's burned the fuel, or to make sure that our knots are nice and tight. Looks pretty good for me. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that. We're going to take this and come across, and this and come across. Same thing. With this upper left hand one, we're going to go over the first, under the second, and make sure you go across. Don't go this way. Make sure you go across. And we'll do the opposite with this side. So we're going to go over this and under this. And then just tighten. So, pretty good amount. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the other one. Make sure before we finish this off that we have the same length. We want the weight to be the same, obviously. But the way we're going to finish this off is we're going to go ahead and just do our regular knot. Actually, I may have to back this one off each. So let's see. Yeah, I may have to back this one off a knot. And a couple different ways of finishing this. What I think we're going to do is probably take these ends here and then tuck it around and then pull it up through the center. And then what you'll do is you'll just take this end, tuck it around, pull it through the center, take this end, tuck it around, pull it up through the center, and then we'll just probably use some pliers and try to maximize our Kevlar and gut all that down at the end and then snip it off.